guys, for a Thursday. Starting things off in Hampton, looks like it's breakfast pizza or a breakfast bun and graham crackers. You get some fruit and then milk or juice. Lunch in Hampton is going to be a hot dog and chili, and you get some Fritos and some carrot sticks with ranch and fruit. And wow, that sounds really, really good. Next up, Camden Fairview, pre-K breakfast. Looks like we're going to get you guys some cereal, some fresh fruit, and some milk for the elementary. The cereal bar will be open. You get some fresh fruit, orange juice, apple juice, and milk. For you middle and high schoolers, looks like it's either going to be a Pop-Tart or cereal or cinnamon roll or sausage breakfast pizza. You get fresh fruit, orange juice, apple juice, and milk. Pre-K lunch at Camden Fairview. You guys are getting mac and cheese with ham, seasoned green beans, applesauce, and a dinner roll. For the elementary, it'll be beef tips with gravy, seasoned green beans, mashed taters, sliced apples or fresh fruit, and a dinner roll. And for you middle and high schoolers, it'll be beef tips with gravy or country fried steak sandwiches. You get some of them seasoned green beans, mashed taters, sliced apples or fresh fruit, and a dinner roll. Out in Harmony Grove, breakfast is going to be biscuit and ham and fresh fruit. And then for lunch, it'll be a sloppy joe, sweet potato wedges, mixed vegetables, mixed fruit, or fresh fruit. And if you don't want that, eat a potato. And finally, out in Bearden, for breakfast, you guys are getting morning rolls. For lunch, it'll be pulled pork nachos, lettuce and tomato, Spanish rice, and fruit. Well, there you go, boys and girls. That's what we're feeding you on the next best thing to a Friday with your menus. I'm JJ.
Are you awake?
Technically, yes.
All right. Let me ask you a question.
Who's ready for some football?
It's time for the Super Bowl.
Are you ready for some football?
Hey, guys. Sure hope we win the big game on
Super Bowl Sunday.
Who's going to win the Super Bowl?
This weekend.
Super Bowl!
Super Bowl time.
Super Bowl Sunday.
The Super Bowl.
It's showtime.
Wake up! Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh my gosh, you used a copyrighted phrase.
I did too.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I figure, hey, if show prep can do it, I can too.
Well, you're not using it for profit, so.
Not yet. Wait till Sunday.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yes.
Don't we usually do like squares or something?
Yeah, we opted not to do that this year.
Oh, because we're moving.
Yes, we had entirely too much stuff going on. You know, I got a bunch of phone calls over that too. Are you guys giving away money on the big? Nope. Not going to do it.
Because we're moving.
Well, we're moving in March, but it's coming up.
Well, I mean, we still got a lot of prep stuff to do before we...
Well, you know, I mean, we are busy people, but we had a different promotion that we wanted to do this year.
Yeah.
So, and we'll talk more about that at a later date.
After we move?
Probably.
Yeah. Because I don't want to do it while we're moving.
We do it squat until we get moved.
Ain't that right?
Well, that might not necessarily be altogether true. I'm going to do something. Just don't know what. Let's see, what else have I got going on? Where's all my stuff? Is that it? That is not it. Oh, it's in front of me. Yep. All right.
You're not wearing your glasses?
I am wearing my glasses. That's the problem.
Oh.
I can see everything clearly, and yeah, I do like what I see.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
No, it's not.
Oh. It's supposed to rain, though.
All weekend long.
And Sunday's Super Bowl Sunday is supposed to be the super storm.
Yes, it's going to be a super wet day.
It's going to be so super. Thanks for asking.
Everything's super.
I'm super.
You're
Thanks for asking.
super. It's the round table, guys. Yeah, that's bail.
It's the round table.
It's super.
Well, that's what we should do. You know how we have like National Pirate Day and stuff, or Talk
Yarr.
Pirate Day and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have Talk with a Lisp Day.
No. Well, I mean, you know, as funny as that might be, there might be somebody out there that we hurt their feelings.
Why? Because they have a lisp?
Yes.
Well, what about the
And
pirates?
we wouldn't. Who cares about the pirates? Johnny Depp can afford his own
Yeah, but you got the Irish
Therapist.
and the Scots out there, and they're like, what are you making fun of me now?
Yar.
See?
The Round Table. Brought to you by our friends out at United Country Neely Forestry Service, based in Camden. They serve Arkansas and Louisiana as part of America's largest integrated real estate and auction company since 1925. There we go. They provide a unique and specialized marketing approach for your property needs. Yeah, that's cool.
Boy, ain't that something.
Call 870-836-5981. Oh, excuse me. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this place, man. This Hog Wild Bins and Bargains.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were closed yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they had to restock.
Yeah.
But they're putting all that stuff that they restocked in those bins is $12 a day. Whatever you find in that third bin is $12. It don't matter if it was $300 when it came from the store. If it's in that third bin, $12. I'm digging it. They are open 9 to 5 today. They do order truckloads of pallets from major retailers, and the items are a combination of used returns, new returns, discontinued items, chef pulls, and seasonal items. It's very random, so they do not know what they're getting until they start unloading a pallet into a bin. $12 a day. I'm telling you, get down there and check it out. Hog Wild Bins and Bargains, boys and girls. Fun stuff. They are located at 2886 Northwest Avenue in El Dorado. Also want to talk to you just a minute about Timberland Dental. They're over here at 135 Cash Road. You call Dr. Smith. He's a different Dr. Smith. He's not the normal Dr. Smith.
Oh.
You see, I'm branching out.
That could be confusing.
No, not if you do things right. See, they say, who's your doctor? I say Smith. No, you dentist. I said Smith. Smith. It's all just Smith. Now, if I can find a chiropractor named Smith that lives close, we'll be in high cotton. 836-5003. The reason I'm talking about Timberland Dental, though, is because Dr. Smith is needing a hygienist.
A hygienist?
A hygienist.
Hygienist.
He needs somebody to come clean your teeth.
I think hygienists do more than that.
No. Well, he needs one of those.
He wants one of them there.
Yes. So if you will call Dr. Smith, he will tell you all about the wonderful benefits of working out at Timberland Dental. 870-836-5003. Budget Propane on Highway 79 at the Crossroads Corner Store in McNeil.
They love to give you gas.
Boy, I'm here to tell you, nobody gives you gas quite like Budget Propane. Now serving Calhoun County. Call 870-393-0032. Washita Nursing and Rehabilitation. They're also looking to do some hiring. Well, if you want a job, baby, this place has got jobs all around. I'm telling you. They've got 24-hour shifts over at Washita Nursing and Rehab. So they need from 6A to 6P, RNs and LPNs. And then just regular old nurses from 6P to 6A. Benefits. So like they got insurance, daily pay option, 5 paid holidays, free health care via Access Medical, 401k, accrued vacation. I need this job. Call 836-4111. Ask for Roxanne.
Yeah.
It was better than the other days.
Yeah.
Just saying. Stories, Floor, and Carpet since 1958. They've been serving South Arkansas and northern Louisiana in the finest of fashions. They do residential and commercial clients, and they excel in custom tile showers and hardwood refinishing. Head on over to their website, storiesfloor.com. That's where you get to visualize. You can see your new flooring, bless you, project online. Poor Keri. You can see your new flooring project online, storiesfloor.com. Visualize. Yeah. Options. That's what we're talking about, options. Washita County Medical Center's CDU, reminding you you're not alone. They've been there since 1985, helping folks just like you and me get through their addiction issues. So you can call 870-836-1289 or 1-800-232-1289 All calls are confidential. We're brought to you by Elite Fitness Clubs. They're a premier fitness destination offering 24/7 key fob access, cutting-edge equipment, free weights, interactive cardio machines. They use apps like Netflix, MyFitnessPal, and they got one of them far infrared saunas for a holistic health experience. Remember, you heard about this on the Holistic Morning Show.
Yes.
Yes. Call Nick May, 870-807-2589. Mitch Lowe's Body Shop. Accidents happen, so if you find yourself in a ditch, just call
911.
and then
Maria.
837-2560.
And then your insurance company.
Yeah. 913.
In that order.
The Sandbar, 245 South Adams. Open 4 to 10, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Tuesday through Saturday. They couldn't just write that down.
Yeah.
All right. They provide a fantastic atmosphere and great service. So, and they've got specials going on for Halloween, or not Halloween, Valentine's. It's just like Halloween, only different. So, out at the Sandbar, what do we got? So, we got 2 8-ounce fillets with shrimp, 2 sides and 2 salads and 2 soft drinks for $100. Man, that's taking you date out in style. You can also get a 8-ounce fillet and a 4-ounce fillet with shrimp, 2 sides, 2 salads with soft drinks for $85. And then if you're just really, really hungry, they got that ribeye and 8-ounce fillet with shrimp, 2 sides and 2 salads and soft drinks for just $100. Sandbar, making memories. Everybody's Antiques, 436 South Bradley Avenue down in El Dorado. Premier destination for antiques, gifts, and collectibles. They've got 31,000 square feet for you to explore. 120 dealers in-house. They offer an exceptionally wide variety of treasures for you to explore. And I wholeheartedly encourage shopping with a friend. It's going to make your experience even more enjoyable. And if somebody gets lost, that way you got a buddy system going on. They provide a shopping experience like no other. Head on over to Everybody's Antiques. Call them up first if you want to, 870-875-1444. And by First Choice Family Care, that's Dr. Smith, the other Dr. Smith. Jarrett. Medical doctor.
You must have been a woman.
Yeah, well, I mean, medicine woman. Yeah. 8 to 6, Monday through Friday, 476 Hospital Drive. Man, I knew it was going to be confusing as soon as I added a second Smith. Whether it's for you, your child, or your parents, make First Choice Family Care your primary destination for health. Call them up, 870-800-9002. Hang out, man. Give me just a couple of minutes. It's Keri Weatherford, everybody. Good morning, Keri.
Good morning.
Are you okay over there now?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you know, if we need to take a break for you, just let me know.
Okay.
You can flag me down.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back. Good morning, South Arkansas. It's time for the Washita River Report for Friday, February 9th. In Camden, the current gauge reading is 27.69 feet. Arkadelphia currently at 9.71 feet. At Thatcher Lock and Dam, the current gauge reading is 85.32 feet. And at Morro Bay State Park, the gauge reading is 83.3 feet. Flood warnings do remain in effect until further notice. In Camden, the river is expected to fall below flood stage early Sunday morning and continue falling to 24.3 feet by Tuesday evening. Over at Thatcher Lock and Dam, the river is expected to fall to 83.2 feet Tuesday evening. Stay up to date with your current river conditions right here every weekday morning. And do remember that reliability of this forecast is based on current and forecasted river and weather conditions from the National Weather Service in Little Rock. You guys have a great weekend and stay safe.
It's time to check the Radio Works South Arkansas Community Bulletin Board.
Charles McDonald, WMS Area 2 invite you to worship. An afternoon in white will be held March 2nd at 2 p.m. at the Unity AMEC in Magnolia. All WMS Life members are welcome to participate in the Life Member Processional. Reverend Artist L. Fletcher, pastor of the Mount Holly Circuit, will proclaim the Word. The Camden El Dorado District Choir will perform.
Looks like we've got a chance of rain and thunderstorms throughout the day. It's going to be cloudy with temperatures reaching near 70. Tonight, more rain in the forecast. It's going to be cloudy with an overnight low near 57. For Saturday, rain, and possibly a thunderstorm. Temperatures should reach near 63. Then on Saturday night, more rain in the forecast. It's going to be cloudy with temperatures near 49. Sunday, showers and 57. Out of the Radio Works Weather Center, I'm JJ. All right, let's see what's the Keri Weatherford, everybody. Good morning, Keri.
Good morning.
So, in case you live under a rock and you hadn't been listening, Keri is over at our extension office. She didn't really do anything over there. She just kind of collects a paycheck, but she's real cute doing it.
I wouldn't go that far. I
What?
do lots of things over
What
there.
is it that you guys actually do over at the extension office other than take up real estate?
Yeah, put her on the spot.
Educate. We educate.
Educate.
We educate.
I educate every morning.
Yes, you do.
I mean, you want a good education, you stay right here. Boy, you're going to learn so much stuff, okay?
Yeah, some stuff that's true, some stuff that's not.
Well, I'd say it's all going to be factual, all right?
Yeah.
But you guys have to do it factually.
Right, absolutely. So everything we educate on has research-based information behind it. So it's not just our opinion. That's why.
Well, you get my opinion. You listen to this show.
Yeah, an opinion's great. An opinion's great, but to have something to back it up is even
Opinions
better.
are like, well, anyway.
But a lot of people, we extension jokes, and it's the truth that unless you're in our office, and sometimes I think even in your office, you don't really understand what the other people are doing in your office, because there is such a variety of things we do. We touch so many things in the community that there's really, it's hard to describe all that we can touch and be involved in.
Right.
So like for me, I'm doing agriculture and I'm doing 4-H. So I teach on the horticulture, I teach on the livestock, I teach on the forages. So we pretty much teach on just about anything you could consider teaching on. And it's all research-based information. So we're not giving our opinion. We're telling you what the data shows is the best way to handle something.
All right. So what would be some of the most interesting situations you've come up on in the last couple of years?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, see, I pop off with a decent one every now and again.
Ooh, I probably wouldn't want to get in. I have to.
Well,
think about some
yeah. I
things.
mean, you can't reveal too much because maybe you'd be getting into somebody's business, right?
Right. But you get some questions out there that you go, okay, the only reason you would want to know that, or So,
let me see. You were listening to that idiot Doc Bryce and his partner Jay, and you actually poured diesel out in your yard.
No, they know better than that. But you get there's okay.
Well,
All right.
Keri
so
Weatherford,
extension-
everybody.
All right, so we'll. So we have, I teach on horticulture and how to grow things, and
I saw that movie.
I've never verified that this is what was going on, but there are some times where we've had questions and the questions that people are trying to grow something that sounds a little off, or the way they're wanting to grow it, or something just leads you to believe that maybe they're not talking about what they're saying. To learn different things, and all I can do is tell them how to grow what they're asking me about. So you might have people that try to get a little bit of extra information about some recreational products or something that we cannot help.
No,
with.
man, I'm asking for a friend.
Well, they wouldn't be. They would, yeah. So we couldn't help with that, even if they told us what it was. That's not something we could help with.
You telling me that's not fertilizer?
But we have a lot of different things with the agriculture. But a lot of things, sometimes it's, oh, my mother had this, and I want to keep it, and I want to move it to a new location, or I want to take a cutting of it so that I have it to remember her by. Or I'm wanting the homesteading thing. I want to be more of a homesteader, and I want to grow more of what I need for myself. But I really don't know what I'm doing. Where do I start? So there's a lot of different varieties. Sometimes the conversation is starting a farm plan. I think the most interesting one that stands out, I learned a lot by it, and I think so did he. But I had a gentleman come in that was wanting to use composted fish as a fertilizer. And that was an interesting learning curve for me. So I mean, we get a lot of those odd phone calls because, if nobody else knows, then there's probably someone who can kind of help us with it somewhere at the state level that can kind of help us find a pinpoint area for those niche things out there. So we do get the calls. Matter of fact, there's a book in my office that I don't know who it was written by. My old staff chair gave it to me before she left, but it's basically, you're an extension agent when, and it's a variety of odd things that would come through the office doors, because we're kind of that location you can go to where I can't find the answer anywhere else. They're gonna do everything they can to help me, so let me go there. And
why are you guys everybody's last stop?
I don't know. They say, and that's why I've
say because we solve their problems, they ain't got to go nowhere else.
I think there's one of those things. I think other places send them to us. A lot of times, the extension service, they say we're one of the best kept secrets in Arkansas, and I really don't like that. And neither do our state administrators, because they don't like hearing that we're a secret. But even though we're out there and we're talking and we're doing things, I think people either don't realize how available we are. They don't realize they've already paid for our services, and so they don't necessarily want to call us, or they just don't think about us necessarily, or they think Google has all the answers, which Google most definitely does not.
This is going out over YouTube. You might want to correct that.
I mean,
don't get flagged.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go back to rehab.
Well,
we're gonna be back to
I can
smoke
rephrase
signals
that.
to get out.
Google has access, but you have to know what you're finding.
Okay, all right.
Because I use
Google knows stuff.
Google knows lots. It doesn't have all the answers, but you also have to know how to look for those answers.
Dr. Jarrett got us in trouble because she made a comment and Google didn't like it. Dr. Google was very upset, and I had to go back to YouTube rehab.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, to be able to clear that strike against me.
Oh, no.
Well, that's just the way it goes.
So be careful how you,
Yeah, phrasing.
Talk about phrasing about Google there. Google has the answers, yes, but you have to know what you're asking.
You really do. You have to know what you're asking, and you have to know how to look at the websites and find that if it's a valuable or if it's a valid resource or not.
Absolutely. So, give me an example of how the extension office could benefit somebody that's looking to maybe live off the grid.
Okay, so someone who's looking off the grid, the first thing I'm going to ask them is, what are their goals and what are their resources? Because, you can, and how far off the grid? Are you want to live off the grid, but do you want to have city water available to you? Are you gonna pull a well? Because if you're gonna have a well, then you're gonna have we need to make sure that you go to the health department and get a water sample off your well. So if you're gonna
make sure your land has some water.
Make sure your land has the water.
Ooh, can y'all find water on the land?
No,
we can't hand you one of them dividing sticks and.
Yeah, I seen it all the time in the cartoons.
No.
Yeah, I mean, they did that stuff on the Beverly Hillbillies.
Is it a willow stick? Is that what they use?
I don't
know.
Jed had one. It had 2 forks on it. He went that way.
It's amazing how that worked, isn't it?
I'm telling you.
No, we don't do that. But you're going to want to know that. You're going to want to know how much land do you have? Because is it really going to be something that you can self-sustain? Are you wanting protein? Because if that's the case, you're going to need livestock. If you're open to the idea of livestock, are you considering vaccinations and different health programs? So to live off the grid, you actually need quite a bit of resources. Financial,
yeah, and it ain't
land.
free. Okay.
It's not a free thing. In a lot of ways, it's probably nowadays more expensive to get off the grid than it is to stay on it. But those are some things that I'm going to talk to them about is your resources. What do you have available to you? And what are your goals? And then what is your time frame? Because it's a learning process. And the last thing you want to do is decide you're going to go off the grid next week. So you go buy cows, chickens, you buy a bunch of seeds, a tiller, and you dig a hole in the ground for some water, and you can't keep up with it all because you still have a job. Or, you're no longer employed, you're getting older, and your back just gives out. So we don't want to set you up for that. So we have to know what are your resources, what are your availability, to start with that. So that's where I would come in basically and say, let's make a farm plan, and let's talk about reasonable expectations, reasonable goals, and how we would want to start this. Over this year, you want to do this year, you want to do that. And kind of start with that process. And that homesteading necessarily or off the grid, those come up on a regular basis, but rarely is someone truly 100% off the grid.
Well, the popularity of it has grown in such nature that, it's something that we really need to be able to address. And the fact that the Extension Office can help you guys out with some critical information.
Well,
You can't just buy 5 acres in the middle of the forest and build a cabin. Okay,
it doesn't work that
not
way.
going to work like that. Oh, and 2 solar panels probably not going to be enough. Okay, I'm just saying.
Well,
I watch that show too.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go solar panel, go solar. That's probably, you're right. It's not going to be enough. It depends on what your off-grid goals are as far as all that kind of stuff and what your expectations are. But homesteading is a good way of bringing up what all we can offer. Because when you look at the homestead, I just talked to you about the growing things. But if you're going to homestead, you're going to need to store stuff that you have. You're going to need to store your produce. You're going to need to, and that's where our Family Consumer Science agent and their canning and nutrition and food safety handling and all that comes into play so that you don't poison yourself in the process of utilizing those foods. So that's what I think is, it's almost an all-inclusive program that we offer. And that's what I think is so cool about what we do. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I have a passion for what Extension Service offers to the community. We're not out there trying to sell you anything. We truly serve our community. To be an extension agent, to be a good quality extension agent, you have to have a service heart because our goal is to serve, and there's no way around that. You have to want to help, and that's what we're here for.
So you guys, from start to finish, no matter what your project is around your house or your property, the Extension Office can probably help you out with a little bit of information. Now, you may know it all. All right. I know a bunch of you do.
I know.
They do.
So, we're not trying to tell you anything that you don't already know. But you might want a second opinion.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different things. Like you said, around your house, around your home, there is probably something that we can do to guide you in a direction that may make it easier, to make you think of things you may not have thought about before you do it. Sometimes just having a good conversation with someone and having some plans in your head and having someone say, well, have you thought about, be prepared for just in case. But earlier you asked me, and this is going to come up in a couple months, but earlier you asked me what is an odd call, and this isn't an odd call to me, but it probably would be to the general public. You wouldn't think to call your extension office, but I have on a regular basis Spring and fall every year, I have bugs in my house. How do I get rid of them? Or, and this one takes a little
Close the
bit more.
doggone door. That'd be the first step. No, I'm
Diesel.
teasing.
Well, I mean,
Diesel.
no,
By God, we
diesel
love
is
diesel.
Not the answer.
Spray your whole
Diesel is
house
not the
down.
answer.
Then use a match.
You know, I like
Oh.
using alcohol.
No,
That's my favorite.
You've explained that one before, but when you end up with bugs, it's because you have a porch light on, or you have a street light that faces into your yard.
Well, I tell you what, if I leave the porch light on, the burglars go away, but I attract all the bugs. And if I turn the porch light off, guess who comes up on my doorstep? All the burglars, and the bugs are gone.
I guess you have to figure out
Which one's more annoying? Okay.
Yeah, do you want to deal with the burglars, or do you want to deal with the bugs?
Oh, yeah, the burglars can come on. Okay,
And then-
I don't do bugs.
Well, and it's small things like, do you
I'll
have
do
something
snakes,
that has
but I
a
won't
small
do bugs.
that water sitting in your sink that didn't completely drain out of your sink? That's going to draw ants
And gnats.
when it's dry outside. So there's all kinds of things that can draw insects into your home. The cold, the heat, the change in weather does all of those kind of things. Some simple things like turning off lights, making sure you don't have standing water somewhere. If you have potted plants, not right on your porch, right up next to the house. That's gonna feed the insects, as mosquitoes in particular. And then my favorite one is I keep hearing these frogs croaking right outside my door.
Yeah, I got them too.
The answer's the same. Turn off the lights. They're there because the bugs are there. Those common questions that you get on a regular basis that I don't really have to have a conversation with you about. Frogs, if you've got standing water, you've got lights on, you've got bugs. Frogs eat bugs. Snakes eat frogs. So if you're having a snake issue, you've got your lights on. These are some of the same things that continue to feed themselves. And then there's always, and this is going to come up this summer, I try to grow grass every year and I never can. My first question is, how many trees do you have in your yard? If you're not getting enough sun to the ground, then it's not going to grow. There's not a shade. There is not a shade-proof grass.
Well, now, it says so on the bag. It says, grows in low light and heavy shade.
And that's why you come to the extension office. Because, yes, that's called advertising. And their version of heavy shade and your version are different. And, yes, I know what I just said, but that is called advertising. And, but no grass. Yes, St. Augustine is more shade tolerant. I said more, and I said tolerant. It is not immune to shade. It needs sunlight to grow. So when you get that mossy yard that doesn't have any grass, and you have a yard full of pines, or 2 or 3 great, big, absolutely beautiful oak trees, you're not going to have grass anymore.
Decide what you really want.
Yeah,
okay?
make your choice. I mean, and that's really what it comes down to, make your choice. So that's just something, those are the kind of calls that we get on a daily. And the answers, again, if you want to cut down trees, some people will absolutely put me to the ground if I say something like that, cut down trees. But, to each their own, you have to figure out what your goals are for your lawn. And to me, I personally am one of those that I'm going to be like, well, it depends on the tree. But I love those big, beautiful oak trees. Oh, they just.
Oh, yeah,
I
but
can't
maybe
get
2
enough of
feet
them.
off the eave of the house,
Yeah, then
leaning
we need to
towards
make some
the bedroom.
and I've had
Probably
those.
not a good idea,
I've had those, and so that's one of those things you look at. Well, if you're wanting a lawn and you need to get some trees, or get rid of some trees to do that, then look at the ones that are going to be most dangerous to your home, and make some decisions on that way. But it might be, depending on what you have. I've had one home that was just a Bradford pear home, and the lawn wasn't growing because it wasn't getting sun because of those Bradford pears. Well, I'm gonna be, as an extension agent, gonna tell you, well, your Bradford pears are gonna break over the next 10 to 15 years anyway. They're gonna die. They're gonna cause you problems. So why not go ahead and get rid of that issue now? Yes, they're pretty. They're also can't handle storms. They don't have a long lifespan. and they cause more problems to other wild pears out in the world, in the wild. So Bradford pears are one that I'm always going to say, hey, why don't you consider going ahead and get rid of them, or just heavy prune them for the time being.
Okay.
So, and sometimes that's the answer, some good pruning.
You know, if you guys are interested in having questions answered and all of that, we have a great big event coming up here in about a week over at the County Extension Office, right, Keri?
Yes, next week we're going to have our open house. It's on February 15th, so a week from yesterday, from 4 to 6. We're going to have refreshments and drinks and
punch and pie.
Kind of, yeah.
Punch and pie.
Punch and pie.
So come
Doc
on.
Bryce and I show up when there's punch and pie.
Punch and
Good,
pie.
good. We want you to come.
Punch and pie.
And we're really looking punch and pie. Yeah, there you go. I
Real
can supply
simple.
that if you need. I mean, I don't.
I'm telling you, this is the only reason we show up. Punch
Yeah,
and
we're
pie.
not cake guys. We don't like.
Yeah, no.
We're pie guys.
Pie.
Well, we have extension homemakers and master gardeners that are providing refreshments. So we're going to have a variety of things with the cookie nature, brownies.
No, brownies are acceptable.
I heard we're having some hot crackers coming in. I know that we're
Well, it's better than
having
cold
a fruit
crackers,
tray, a veggie tray.
But we need punch to wash it down with.
A meat tray. So we're going to have a lot of different things like that. We're going to have a variety of foods. It's during that good hungry time from 4 to 6.
Amen to that.
It's a great time to come by and see our office. We're really excited about it. 625 Adams Street. We worked hard for you guys to come and to make it look nice and professional, and you know, we're really glad to have that parking lot filled up, and we really want to see it. We're also doing a ribbon cutting, so if you want your picture in paper with a ribbon cutting, that would be a good time to come to do that with us too. So we're looking forward to that. And then actually on Friday, right after that, I'm going to be working with the city on the crepe myrtles on the outside of the building and showing them some things that need to be done to them, and helping them learn how to prune crepe myrtles correctly. And that should, I think it's going to actually lighten their load on some of the crepe myrtles in town, and put us in a situation where we can see our crepe myrtles probably blooming earlier and have better blooms over time. So we're looking forward to that.
Okay. Sounds really good. I've got one more question for you. Where are the daffodils? I haven't seen them.
They still have some time.
What'd you do, Keri?
I've actually seen some. Where did I look? Oh, do you know where the hospice garden is? Have
Yes.
y'all heard about that? Okay. So people may not realize over there by the hospice home health area and precision therapy, to me it's a little nook in there just past the hospital.
Yeah, but it's real pretty.
It is real. I mean, just past the health department before you get to the hospital. But if you go into that parking lot, at the back of the parking lot is a real sweet little garden that's got a gazebo in there. And it has been put there in memory of and appreciation for those that have been through the hospice program. And that is something that our master gardeners have recently started helping with. Dr. Braden has been working on that and has joined our master gardeners, and we've kind of partnered on that to hopefully help put that, to bring it back to light. I saw some pictures the other day of when it was originally planted, and it's absolutely beautiful. But we're working on cleaning that up, and I did see some daffodils out there the other day that are starting to come up. So they may be coming up slow, but they're coming. And we've got time. I mean, March is when we expect to really see a lot of the bloom, but they're coming.
Okay.
They're coming.
All right. And you can count on that because the extension office says so.
There you go.
Thank you, Keri.
Thank you.
All right, guys and gals. Doc Bryce, you got anything you want to add?
No, you pretty much got the one I was going to ask, which was, where's the daffodils?
Well, I'm Johnny on the spot,
You
man.
beat me to it.
I'm right here on it.
I mean, I'm a inquisitive, investigative reporter. Where's the daffodils?
Mm-hmm. Okay, then.
Yeah, that's going to be my tagline. Who
Where's
ate the daffodils?
the daffodils?
Who
Yeah.
ate the daffodils?
All right, guys and gals, it's the Round Table, brought to you each and every weekday morning by our friends out at First Choice Family Care, Dr. Smith and staff. They're open 8 to 6 Monday through Friday at 476 Hospital Drive. Get a new patient packet at myfirstchoicecare.com and call them up, 870-800-9002. Everybody's Antiques, 436 South Bradley Avenue in El Dorado. They've got that huge 31,000 square foot showroom, 120 dealers in-house. They offer an exceptionally wide variety of treasures for you to explore. And again, man, I can't suggest this enough. Just shop with a friend. You'll be glad that you did. If you got a specific want or need, give them a call, 870-875-1444. The Sandbar, located at 245 South Adams, right here in Camden. They do offer a delightful experience with happy hour food, Wi-Fi, and a kids menu. And they've got some wonderful Valentine's Day specials for you. You know you got to take her out anyway, guys.
No, you don't.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you do. If you want to keep her, all right. You know, Doc Bryce, single. JJ, married 30-plus years.
Yeah, see,
all right?
there's a reason why I don't want her hanging around, because it's like feeding the cat.
Let me tell you straight up
I
who
don't
you
want 'em
need to be
hanging around my
listening
door.
to.
See, look, I'm going to turn my porch light off, and the single thirsty women will go away.
No, they won't.
No, I need to turn it on, because then it'll attract
Yes,
the bugs.
then they'll go away.
Then they'll go away, because ladies don't like bugs. Especially them big spiders been hanging around my front porch.
Have your party at the Sandbar. Okay. Take your significant other to the
I
Sandbar.
will take myself to the Sandbar.
They have wonderful things. Well, you might as well spring for one of the specials. That way you've got some for now and some for later.
Well, why not? I have been good to myself for the last... How many days are we into this year?
Yes, if there is one thing we can count on, it is Doc Bryce to be good to himself. We are brought to you by our friends out at Mitch Lowe's Body Shop.
Hey, at least I smell like aged barrel bourbon.
Yeah, sure. Mitch Lowe's. Accidents happen. You find yourself in a ditch, just call
911.
And then?
Maria.
And then?
Your insurance company.
And then?
Oh, you're done, because bitch is going to take care of the rest.
I figured you need to call your dad at that point.
Oh, no. That's why you pay insurance.
So you don't have to
unless
call
your
your
dad's
dad.
paying the
Yeah,
insurance.
well, Daddy. 870-837-2560. Elite Fitness Clubs. They're that premier fitness destination. 24/7 key fob access. Call Nick May, 870-807-2589, or go to info@elitefitnessclubs.net. We are brought to you by OCMC's CDU, the Washita County Medical Center's Chemical Dependency Unit. They've got a dedicated staff that includes medical, psychological, and counseling professionals. Between medical, behavioral, and 12-step recovery models, they can help you get through your addiction. Call 870-836-1289, 1-800-222-1289. Stories, Floor, and Carpet. Doing business around these parts since 1958. They are a Shaw Floors aligned business, which means that they offer reputable brands and convenient financing through the Shaw credit card. Head on over to their website, storiesfloor.com. Fill out the Quick Credit app and see if you're approved. And while you're there, you might want to visualize.
Visualize.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Well, I was trying to match your energy.
Right, yeah. No, I mean, that wasn't too bad. Okay. Yeah.
Too much? I mean,
Yeah,
wasn't
but
over
no. I mean, you're okay. You're okay. Storiesfloor.com. Visualize.
Visualize.
Options.
Options.
And finally, and two. Wow, man, I've still got all of these. My God, I got fistfuls of sponsors over here. Washita Nursing and Rehabilitation. They are looking for nurses to join their team. Positions available for the day or evening shift. That's 6A to 6P or 6P to 6A. RN or LPNs for the day shift. Nurses for the night shift. They've got benefits. Join the team at Washita Nursing and Rehab in providing excellent care and making a difference in the lives of their patients.
Hello, nurse.
Yeah. 836-4111.
So, the 90s generation kids will get that.
Yeah. Let's see. Budget Propane, located on Highway 79 at the Crossroads Corner Store in McNeil. Locally owned and operated. No hidden fees or gimmicks. Give them a call today. You get to talk to a real person when you talk. 870-393-0032. Now serving Calhoun County. United Country Neely Forestry Service, based in Camden. They serve Arkansas and Louisiana with a diverse range of real estate services. As part of America's largest integrated real estate and auction company since 1925. They provide a unique and specialized marketing approach for your property needs. Call United Country Neely Forestry, 870-836-5981, and by Dr. Hayden Smith and Timberland Dental.
No relation.
135 Cash Road. Call them up at 870-836-5003. They are looking for a hygienist. A hygienist? They want somebody to come in and scrub teeth. If you're good at that, give them a call.
You know, I like to challenge my hygienist.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'll eat a Snickers bar.
You eat apricots before you walk in the door?
Get a Snickers bar and some Oreo cookies.
Wash it down with some coffee?
Before I go in for a good teeth cleaning. Make her really work for it.
There you go, you know.
I get my money's
Hey, I'm
worth.
paying for this, all right? Call Dr. Smith's office, the dental office, at 870-678-3444. Keri Weatherford, everybody. Thank you, Keri.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming in and putting up with us.
All
right, don't forget, the Extension office is having their open house, ribbon cutting, and business after hours, and whatever you want to call it. Yeah, next Friday, 4 to 6.
Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
4 to 6.
Yeah, we'll be sure to be there.
625 Adams.
Be there. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, KCX News Talk 92, KBEU Bearden.
I'm sorry, can you clarify that last sentence for me?
That means the news and talk of South Arkansas on News Talk 92, KBEU.
Unfortunately, our trade relationship with China is not good. It's a joke. We grant China open access to the American market, basically for free, and they don't return that favor. Surprisingly, 97% of clothing we buy is